What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Give me a second. Just getting stuff together in the background. We just jumping in it, man. We didn't let people know what was going on or what we doing where. So update this title and just have a conversation. Let's just have a conversation. So we'll make beats and have a conversation. Okay. Yeah, this is a date. I'm getting stuff. So we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some things. Yes, we will. And it's. I think it's a topic that everyone is kind of getting into, and you know, and I think you'll like this topic. And this will help most of you. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about a trend that is taking place, and I think it's a great trend. Um, there's a trend where you have Dodash, the content creator, and she is telling people just turn on your camera and go. It's crazy. My guy had that idea back in January. He was like, so I did DoorDash for a while. It's not for the lighthearted. I'll tell you that. It takes wear and tear on your car, but you know, it's something to think about. It's really something to think about. So you might see my title change in a minute, which is good. So, not the title that you see right now. It's going to be a different title coming up in a minute. It's actually updating. Should be updating. Let me see. Let me do this real quick. Yep. Update. All right. Let's talk. Got my Caster Labs going. Yeah, I got that going. Let me put the doc up. So, I just want to talk. I just want to get some information out. You know, I've been kind of talking a bit, talking to people, talking about situations, circumstances, things that have been taking place in my life, trying to inspire people as well, getting everybody to kind of move in a particular direction. You know what I mean? What's up? What's up, Khalif, my boy? You know I'm gonna talk about it. Dodash. I'm gonna talk about the inspiration that she is. You know how she's telling us just to turn on your cameras and go. I was just watching. What's his name? My man, Lord Heck Dolo. You know he has the gaming channel. You know, but I just thought about it. I said let's just turn on the camera and go and let's be real. I love the things he was saying. It's like sometimes people just want to see something real. They want to see you go from beginning to end. People want to see your rise. Some people want to see you fall. You know, but in more cases than one, people want to see the realness. You said my audio's low. Give me 1 second. I'll turn it up. Let's see here. My audio's. Thanks for telling me that. I probably got to go on my filter. Oh, my dog was a little. Let's go filters, limiter. Turn my limiter up. Let me add some gain here to this channel. Gain. Testing 1 2. Let me add a gain. So that might make me a little louder. Am I louder now? Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2. All right. So hopefully that causes my audio to be a little louder. Hopefully that's better. Right there. Yeah. All right. Turn up the volume right here. There we go. All right. All right. So I was kind of thinking about it, you know what I mean, in terms of what she's doing that's so inspiring. She's just turning on the camera and go. And I got to say this as well. She found a thing that actually worked. People saw the sincerity of what she was going through, the experiences, the real life situations, because we all can relate. There's a lot of people that are struggling. I remember at the top of the year, you would go on LinkedIn and you would see so many people, especially in the IT field, that did not have a job. And it was people that needed a job as well. They were on LinkedIn and they was telling employers, please stop playing with us when we come to these interviews because a lot of us need jobs. You know, I saw this one, it was this one guy not that I saw it. My wife told me about it. She was said this one guy in his article was saying that he's went through all of his reserves. He's been doing DoorDash and he's driving to make the rent. And he said he can't keep the rent up. And he said he gets these interviews and he knows that in the interview that this interview is a setup for someone that they already know that they're going to hire, because jobs do that. They do put you in those situations. But there's a lot of people that are struggling. There's a lot of people that are out there, trying to get ahead. So we saw that in DoorDash. We saw the authenticity in what she was doing. We saw her life. We saw, if anybody's been in that car and you've been trying to make money and you've been driving around, you had them days where you get I'll say you'll get $200 to $300. Maybe one time I made $600 to $700 in 1 week. And then there was 1 week, after the new year, I made I would say a good $60. So you spend all this money up in gas and, just to see, her story. But a lot of times people don't see the backstory. A lot of people are saying she's I think a lot of people may get to the point where they think they're going to get tired of her. But they didn't see, they think it's an overnight celebrity or overnight success, but she's really putting in the work. You know what I mean? She told her story. She said she was doing skits. She did all kinds of things to make this YouTube thing work. And what I've learned is that this is like a television show. This is like a program, but some people want to see reality. They want to see the reality, and they saw the reality in her. They saw her chipper attitude. They saw that even through the situations and circumstances, she still can make it. So, and I think that gave us a lot of inspiration, and that's why people got behind her. So my recommendation to everyone is to just put your story out there and then see how people gravitate to it. Talk about the ups and downs of your life, but don't get too personal, because people try to use your information against you. You don't need to get too personal about your circumstances and situations, but just enough that you can relate. And I also said there's nothing wrong with scripted content. There's nothing wrong with people that want to take it over the top and do all these theatrics with the effects. But some people want a story. Some people, they want that story slowed down and they can see life. You want to know a movie that I really like? It's Crooklyn. And if you watch Crooklyn, you've seen Crooklyn, and Crooklyn has some parts where it is slow. It is slow, but at the same time, it's the story behind it. It's the, seeing his family and the situations they go through, living in their brownstone and, all the hurt. But at the same time, this family loving one another. You get to see those ups and downs. You know who we used to like? Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie came on the scene. People didn't know that some of his stuff was, produced. But at the same time, it was to the point where we saw his ascent. We saw him go in the studio and make beats. And, we saw him make I'm Addicted to You. We saw him make that. And when we saw Ryan Leslie make those beats playing a piano, that inspired you. That wanted you to get up and put yourself in a situation where you could sit there and you could make your beats. He's the blueprint. Everybody follows the blueprint. But I think it's kind of changed now. The people don't want to see you. It's so many people doing it that it becomes a situation where it's like crabs in a barrel. Oh, here come this dude. He making beats. He think he's making no. So I go back, me myself, and I try to encourage people. You know what I mean? I go on their page. Not only do I go on their page, I hit the like button. Not just hitting the like button, but I put myself in a position where I'll hit the bell notifications because I want to see what is going on in that person's life. But at the same time, you realize that sometimes you're not getting the notifications from YouTube. You got to go back and check your emails. You got to look at the bell notifications. It took me up until a month ago to realize that if I'm on YouTube and I see a light on the bell, a red light, that means that's a comment. Somebody commented on something, And another thing I want to tell you about. God. Let me take you behind the scenes and show you a little something. All right, you ready? I'm going to do that. Let me get here real quick. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna change my screen. We're gonna get the full display. All right, here we go. All right, so here's my channel analytics. So I'm happy, but I got a video that can't be monetized. Uh, it got a lot of views, got about 500 or some odd views, but I can't really monetize it because it's something in there. And I went in and I cleaned it out. So check it out real quick. I went in and I cleaned all the stuff that was giving me issues, but still, I guess it's going to take a month for them to review to see if I'll get those views back. Anyway, I'm very happy. 4,000 subscribers. It's a video I just did this morning, and I'm just talking to the people. I realized let's have a conversation. Let's diversify what you're doing. Let's talk about life because sometimes you get tired of putting yourself in a situation where you have to be perfect. That's where I was at one point. I was making beat making videos, and in that, I don't know my gear to the degree that I want to know it. You know what I mean? There's still a lot I need to learn. I need to master the gear. But this channel is becoming more than just a music production page. It's becoming a page where, I get to talk to the fellas. We get to talk about conversations. We get to talk about gear. Not just gear. We get to talk about life. You know what I mean? So because that's what this is about. That's what this music thing is about. It's about life. How do we, communicate with one another? How do we help one another? How do we bless one another? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Blatantly. Shout out to Very Sick Beats. Shout out to my man Jazzmatic. Shout out to Khalif Wins. Shout out to Lonze, Beats by Lonze. Shout out to Beats in Bed. Shout out to I'm always forgetting somebody. Pulse Music. Shout out to Creative D Will. If I have forgotten you, my dudes like Doom Mega. Shout out to Doom Mega. Shout out to everybody that comes and comments on the video, and it kind of starts off with just putting yourself out there. You know what I mean, and trusting that you have something that others can use. And it gets you to a certain point. So what I want to do, we're gonna show you the money. Let me show you what I've made since October 1st. No, I'm sorry, since is it September 16th, which is just about a month. And some of this I got to thank y'all for. Look, $33.67 is something. It's better than what it was, but that's just over a 28-day period. So let's kind of look over a 90-day period. So I got $76.83. Yay! We moving in a direction. You know what I mean? But the most consistent thing is we try to make sure the metrics are up. You know what I'm saying? But it's to the point where you got to start thinking a little different than that. I want to cue you in on some things to pay attention to. You always got to pay attention to your views, your watch time, your subscribers. Let's not look at money or anything like that. But you need to understand from a content perspective or audience perspective how you're affecting people and what is coming back. This actually looks pretty good. I have a lot of returning viewers, which it didn't used to be like that. My returning viewers, so new viewers are the blue and purple are the returning viewers. So it really didn't used to be. This is the best I've ever had in a long time that people are coming back. My Lost Dog Army said, show me the money. It's a start. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's a start. And I'm definitely happy for the start. The door is opening. It's got something there. So I'm looking at, how can I get the audience to come back? But it's deeper than that. Let me show you the deepest part of it. You see this video right here? It says MPC 3.0 update review features and whatever. So it's bringing viewers in. These are the videos that are actually bringing people to my channel. Okay, so you got to look at that as well. Videos that are growing your audience. I got the Jake one, Malate sample. This is a dope producer. You'll find him on, I think he's from Australia, but you'll find him on TikTok a lot. He has those sample packs. Then you have Beat Butcher, The Filth. I see that people like when I review sounds. This one was the video. Machine Plus, It's Time to Call It Quits. um, and something they coming out. I gotta talk. Fizzents talking about it. There's some things I want to talk about later. But when you see these, you see the videos that are bringing people to your channel. So that gives you ideas of videos that maybe you need to recreate or follow through on. I've learned that since I've started getting a little more consistent in my, uploading, as you can see, I'm doing like 4 videos a day, 2 videos a day, being more consistent in what I'm doing. And you got to look at your audience. Look, it said formats your viewers watch on YouTube. They are watching. They're watching my videos. They're watching my shorts. They're watching my lives. You just got to make sure you understand this is, what they like the most. And this right here just tells you about each day that's the best time to post. You really got to look at your metrics. You can look at the top areas, the geographies, or the where people are watching the most. Of course, United States is the most. And this tells you the best time that you can post, okay? You can also change that like to shorts or things of that nature. And these are videos with subtitles and some that may not have subtitles that are doing well. Sometimes you want subtitles on your video because your videos are getting shown in areas that, they don't know English. So if you have it with subtitles in it and you have it where it can translate, then it'll be a little better. Okay. Not only that, you can go to advanced mode and you can change metrics and you can look at different things. I like sometimes going to the revenue and you look at the amount of money you made, when you made it, what type of video you made. As you can see, one of my highest grossing videos was a collaboration video between myself, Lonze, and my boy Khalif Wins. See what I'm saying? It's about collaboration. Then you can look at how much money you're earning. This is when you get the dashboards, and the dashboard starts open up to you about what you can and what you're not able to do, or where, money's coming from. Watch page ads, supers, memberships, and then you can break things down, or videos that are really bringing you in money. So exclusive unboxing of the MPC X. That's brought me $5 so far. So in the music content creation space, for every 1,000 videos, that's probably $3 to $5. Really about $2 to $5. So that's about the average. Here it says revenue for every 1,000 is 2.37. So you got to get some videos out there, and you got to get some watch hours and people watching. It's like a television show. The more, Super Bowl gets the most commercials or the most expensive commercials because more people watch the Super Bowl and gather to watch it. So those are some things that I want to say, some things that I look at and some things that make sense. Okay. As you can see, they've already started with the shorts as of October 13th. You have 3-minute shorts, and shorts that are longer than a minute with a copyright claim will be blocked. And this won't affect your channel, but you can use the editing tools to remove the claim portions of that as well. So, but man, I'm happy, Ooh, I just lost a viewer that quick, a subscriber. Oh well, it happens. It goes up and down. You just gotta be ready for it. Not everybody's gonna like what you do. So, but those are some things, But once you get working and you find that thing that really works, you gotta look at the analytics. You gotta look at your content. You gotta see what people like. So if I come in here and I look at my videos, and I can see from my views, the views that got the most views. Here's how to make quick bass lines in the MPC Live 2. I got a total of 8,000 views. Can you imagine if I was monetized at that time? But I just gave somebody something that I knew. That's it. Here's a video about the Machine Plus, 7,700 views. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about getting in and being consistent, So I don't want to keep talking about monetization, but I figure there's some things, some things you got to keep secret, some things you need to tell people so that they'll be like, oh, that's what you got to do. Also, make sure you sign up for your AdSense account. Sign up for an AdSense account. Even if you're not monetized yet, go out and sign up for that AdSense account and make sure you put yourself in the right position, okay? And just find out what people like. That's all you got to do. Respond to people in the comments. There's some people they're gonna come in, they're gonna try to say something. They're gonna try to one up you. They're gonna try to get in your face, say certain things. Not in your face per se, but just ruffle your feathers. But don't even worry about that. Just keep moving. Not everybody's gonna like everything. I've learned that's one thing you got to learn in this space, to brush stuff off your shoulder and just keep it rocking and keep it moving. All right, so let's get back to this position right here. So thank everybody for coming on so far. Maybe I can go through another kit or something like that. Oh, this is what I want to do. Let's do this. We're going to go to the new project. And in this new project, I'm just going to look for sounds. Sometimes I'll go through the SP404 because I got some stuff here. And I can just shift 11, import. And when I import like that, I'll go to sample. And so now I got a lot of sample packs here. And I'll just go through that, even though I just installed a lot of sample packs. Here, you said, great to see how much money you're making, teacher. Give me 1 second so I can read the whole thing. I got this in a bad position, the chat. All right, let's see. Zoom out. There we go. It says, I gotta move it again. Put it here. Give me 1 second. All right, it says, great to see how much money a teacher like you is making. I'm just a beat maker and can't get any subscribers. Any recommendations? So I'm gonna take a look at your page, but just I wanna refer you to my my guy Khalif Wins. He's a social media marketer. If Khalif is on, you see his is at Khalif Wins NYC. But I'm gonna tell you some things that I did. Sometimes it's not just about beat making, it's about giving service over to somebody. Curtis King kind of captured it really well at one time. He said it's about giving people a service, giving people some information. So make some beats, tell them how you did what you did, and then start offering information. But don't stop. Just because one video doesn't get it, you might have one video that might take off, and that one video might sponsor other people, or foster, I should say, other people to go check out your other videos. And man, you're more than a beat maker, man. We're more than beat makers. We got all kinds of stuff going on. You're probably a father, or you're a son. You got all kinds of things going on in your life. We don't know all the other aspects. So I kind of put all things of life into what I'm doing. I started talking more. This wasn't just me. I fought this. Khalif was like, man, start talking about cyber. Start talking about these other things and aspects of your life. And I was like, okay, I will. I'll try it. But I fought it at first. Even with me making beats, or if you feel like you're not a good beat maker, let the people judge. Let them judge it. Okay, you just make beats. Let them see you making beats. You know what I mean? And work at getting faster and better at what you're doing, and letting people see the process. You know what I mean? The more they see the process, the more you understand your keywords and your titles and your terms. It's crazy. You got to be a little salacious with the terms or with your title. Like the title I got, Dodash is an inspiration. Turn on the camera. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. We just turn on the camera now. We don't fight it anymore, and we just put it out there. Every chance you get, put something out there, and be consistent. People really like to see consistency. If they see a beat maker, you know what I mean, or if they see someone that's doing a craft on something they like, that's what I'd recommend. Also, here's another thing: go in these Facebook groups and get to know people. Comment, put your stuff there as well. And then people will start to migrate. Yo, what's your YouTube? Let me check out your YouTube, or stuff like that. But it has to be authentic and it has to be real. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the big part of it in terms of that. So let me go in here and look for some beats real quick. I got about a couple minutes. I got to walk the dogs and all that. Let me see what else you got. Why is this doing this? All right, let me go here. You said, I got a great life going, all good here, but it would be fun to just have people like my music. Yeah, I don't want to turn on the camera, just like make a short beat. Yo, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do that. You don't have to, you ain't got to do what everybody else is doing, Just do that. Make the short beat videos. Hit the short. You never know. People might start liking them. When you start talking about shorts, you have to entertain. That's the thing. You got to entertain and do something to grab somebody's attention. So you got to hit them with something that's going to keep them there for that minute, and then turn off, because you'll see that as well. I was doing my series, Things You Didn't Know About Music, and I was editing that video up to keep attention. But I noticed after 30 seconds, some people taper off because they're on to the next. You got to think about yourself. They're on to the next. So we just got to be careful in that way. Let's see, third-party expansions. We're just going to go in here real quick. And I'm going to... My goal was to mess with... shout out to the MPC family. I forgot to say shout out to Masada. Shout out to Masada. Did y'all know that Masada was the inventor of the Lazy Chop? Nobody gives this dude the credit he deserves. So, with that, oh, you know what I didn't do yet? I have to go and I need to go into put this in controller mode. All right, so I'm going to be talking also about, some more things. So I'm going to start like dividing the day up and giving attention to things like, Masada's beats are tight. Are you part of the MPC family on Facebook? If not, go on there, man. Go on there and become a part of the family. He gives samples, sample packs. Shout out to, oh my goodness, Richie Ballard. Shout out to Richie Ballard. He's the moderator there. He also gives out sample packs and sample pack ideas. I got to put this sample into the Masada pack, and then I'm just gonna do something really quick, maybe like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna walk my dogs, and I gotta get some stuff done real quick. So I think I put it in downloads. Shout out to Very Sick Beats. You know why I said that. Thank you. I appreciate it for think about my birthday and all that. I truly appreciate it. All right, so let me do this. I'm in downloads here. I want to get this Masada. It's a collab. So I want to drop this in the Masada folder here. Let me. I'll give you see what I'm doing, just so you'll know, real quick. Also, in terms of cybersecurity, y'all, I'll be reaching out to talk to everybody about, if you want to get into some cybersecurity classes, especially if you're trying to get your certification. And things like that. I teach CompTIA A+, Net+, Security Plus. Also teach CCNA, and I also teach CYSA. All right. So give me a second. We're gonna get this looking right so I can make this move. Downloads. Just downloads. Go to third party. Go scroll down to Masada. All right, so Masada, you got shout out to Lonze. He sent the sounds to me because I thought I downloaded them, and I didn't. I think I downloaded Reggie Ballard's joint as well. But these are the two samples that are associated with the Masada remix, and I'm just gonna manipulate the samples a little bit. So let me get back out of this mode Yes. We'll come back here. Go sideways. I got this thing right by my side and not using it. All right. Let's do this real quick. Make sure that everything's not glitching. All right. So, still waiting on the MPC. Let me check everything out from this perspective. You know, that's what I was talking about earlier today in the earlier live about, these dreams and these things we want and desire. Okay. New project. Ooh, it's just me? Jeez. All right, cool. It happens. Dang. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's go browse, go to places, my folder, third party. Sometimes as people, we can do some old. All right. So I think I'm gonna work with that real quick. I'm just gonna put that in. And we're gonna chop that up and work with it. All right. So let's go to sample edit. That went really slow at that point. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Shout out to you. Cool. Thanks, man. All right. Let's go to main. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go browse main. I didn't even find my drums yet. But this is just real quick. We're going to do this really fast. All right. So let's go to new track. Drum track. And we're going to go to browse. And I'm going to go to sample assign. All right, we're just going to drop this stuff in. 2, 3, 4, 5. We just going, boy. Going. All right. So then we're going process. We're going to extract, do it. Okay. Main. Browse. We're going to get rid of that one. Replace it with that. So what I want to do now is go here, go to program edit. I don't know, I'm going to get a camera right here one day and just put this camera right here and get this off of. We're going to put mute groups on these, take poly off, put mono on, and I'm going to put a mute group. Okay. All right. So we're going to pause here, stop here. The sample is chopped. Next time you see me, when I come back, we'll finish where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and save this for what we got. We've been on here for a long time already. Everybody, this is Day Son just checking in once again. Everybody, you have a great day and peace.